Landman Season 2 has a great opportunity to continue a 6-year Taylor Sheridan cameo trend. There are plenty of reasons to be excited about Landman Season 2 on Paramount Plus after the epic finish to Season 1. Among these reasons could well be the appearance of the show's co-creator, Taylor Sheridan, who enjoys playing cameo roles in his TV projects. The scene is set for a host of new characters to be introduced in Landman Season 2, with Tommy Norris Oil Company NTX looking to get its fracking farm-out project off the ground, and Andy Garcia's Galliano and his enforcers set to play a more prominent role. Among the prospective new parts available in Landman's cast of characters, then there should be a part for Taylor Sheridan, allowing him to continue a trend that started in 2018 with his portrayal of Travis Wheatley in Yellowstone. Sheridan's screen acting career actually began 3 decades ago, before he found fame as a recurring cast member of the crime series Sons of Anarchy. Since then, he's become known for developing and writing movies and shows, with Denis Villeneuve's film Sicario being the project that put him on the map as a creative talent behind the camera. Nevertheless, even if Taylor Sheridan has generally taken a step back from acting, he's still found the time to pop up in 3 of his own shows. As well as playing the horse trader Travis Wheatley in Yellowstone, Sheridan has cameoed as a different character in the show's prequel series, 1883. There he plays real-life rancher Charlie Goodnight, who was a thorn in the side of cattle rustlers in the American West. Goodnight is a minor character in 1883, meaning that Sheridan only appears in 2 episodes of the show, and doesn't undermine his more familiar role as Wheatley in the same Yellowstone universe. Most recently, Sheridan has been part of the cast of his spy thriller series Special Ops. Lioness, playing an altogether different character in the form of a U.S. Special Forces soldier working for the CIA. Sergeant Cody Spears only makes a brief appearance in the first 2 episodes of Lioness Season 2, but it's possible that he could return to help Zoe Saldana's Joe McNamara and her team with other missions in further seasons of the show. Meanwhile, it's less likely that Sheridan will return to his role as Travis Wheatley for his upcoming Yellowstone spin-off series The Madison. At the same time, this additional cameo appearance in the Yellowstone universe hasn't been ruled out, and would make sense given the crossovers from the original show that will inevitably show up in The Madison. The ending of Landman Season 1 sets things up nicely for an expansion of the show in Season 2. Billy Bob Thornton's titular protagonist, Tommy Norris, survives an attempt on his life, thanks to an unlikely invention from within the Jimmins cartel, while Joan Hamm's oil baron Monty Miller may not be so lucky. As a result, we're likely going to see Tommy overseeing the fracking project being negotiated at the end of the first season, with more involvement from new cartel boss Galliano, played by Andy Garcia. It could be that Taylor Sheridan shows up as part of the team working on MTX's fracking job, or as one of Galliano's associates. Given the show creator's recent record of playing allies of the hero in each of the cameo appearances he's made in his own TV projects, it's more likely that he'll be a friend of Tommy's working within the oil trade in some capacity than the stooge of a Mexican-American mob boss. Either way, it's difficult to imagine Sheridan not making an appearance in Landman sooner or later. In the rugged, sun-baked terrain of West Texas, where oil rigs rise like skeletons of ambition, and the future is always just one more land deal away, Landman has quickly established itself as another gritty jewel in Taylor Sheridan's crown of American frontier storytelling. The series dives deep into the morally complicated world of the oil industry, where fortunes are won and lost with the stroke of a pen or the drill of a well. But as Landman readies itself for Season 2, fans aren't just speculating about plot twists and character arcs. They're wondering when and how Sheridan himself will step on screen. Because for 6 consecutive years, Taylor Sheridan has quietly inserted himself into the universes he's created. Whether riding horses in Yellowstone, enforcing law in 1883, or delivering chilling authority in Mayor of Kingstown, Sheridan has kept up a subtle tradition of cameos that are never just filler. They are thematic punctuation marks. Each time he appears, it feels like a sly wink to the audience, a self-aware moment from a creator who understands the gravitas of the worlds he's built. Now, with Landman Season 2 on the horizon, the tradition is ripe for continuation, and maybe even reinvention. Let's rewind. Sheridan's first standout cameo came in Yellowstone as Travis Wheatley, a no-nonsense horse trainer whose disdain for mediocrity matched the ruthless landscape of the Dutton Ranch. It was the perfect intro, not showy, not indulgent, but loaded with credibility. Sheridan knew horses. He knew Texas. And he knew how to play a guy who didn't suffer fools. From there, the cameos took on a rhythm. In 1883, he played Charles Goodnight, a real-life cattleman who symbolized the hard-fought dream of taming the West. In 1923, his image was used subtly, more of a presence than a character, as though Sheridan's storytelling had matured into omnipresence. Then came his brief but potent appearances in Mayor of Kingstown, reminding viewers that he didn't just write about power, he embodied it, even in glances and gravelly lines of dialogue. In short, Taylor Sheridan cameos are more than Easter eggs. They're part of his narrative fingerprint. And now Landman, a series pulsing with ambition, corruption, and the ever-present hum of oil-fuel tension, is begging for one. The series already boasts heavyweight talent, Billy Bob Thornton, John Hamm in Season 2, and a textured world of derricks, dust, and backroom deals. What better place for Sheridan to drop in than the very industry that mirrors the complexity of the American West he loves so much? After all, the oil field is the new frontier, cutthroat, untamed, and full of men who wear cowboy boots not for fashion, but for function. So who should he play? Fans have floated ideas ranging from a veteran landman with a murky past to a Texas Railroad Commission official with too much authority and not enough conscience. But if Sheridan wanted to lean into his own legend, there's another path, a shadowy fixer. Someone who operates between the boardroom and the well site, cleaning up PR messes and silencing whistleblowers, not with violence, but with leverage. Picture this. Midway through Season 2, our main characters, fraying under legal pressure and media scrutiny, are told a man is coming in from Austin to handle things. Enter Sheridan, wearing sharp boots, a dusty felt hat, and a suit just nice enough to suggest he's not to be underestimated. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't threaten. He simply explains what will happen next, and the room listens. This kind of role would be consistent with his past cameos, calculated, short, but impactful. And it would expand the Sheridan cameo mythos into corporate noir territory, giving viewers a glimpse of the real puppet masters behind oilfield empires. But there's another layer to this idea that makes it even more compelling. Landman is based on real stories. It's rooted in the Boomtown podcast, a journalistic deep dive into the oil industry's highs and lows. By inserting himself into this world, Sheridan would be making a bold creative statement that he, too, is a figure navigating between fiction and truth, much like the industry the show portrays.